we have to talk about Marcelo today, don't we?
I
In the
thought he was a
second half.
goner. I honestly thought he was a goner. Well, he's been playing more. He played for almost an hour against Huddersfield. He played for just over 20 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, against Standard Liège. Played as a left back. In mid-season, he's playing as a left back, whereas during the first half of the season, he played more of like a weird central midfielder, more of a number six. Very good in attack. Problems on his defending, though. He produced 2 assists today. Really good game by Marcelo. Obviously, his confidence is sky high now. He's in a very good mood because his son Enzo signed his first contract with Real Madrid at the age of 13. So yeah, I mean, this is his second chance. He is getting what he needed, well, which was a preseason with Olympiacos. I think there is a sense of they want to give him the chance. There is a sense that they want to see what he can do if he regains his confidence. It's obvious that he has an influence backstage in the sense that people look up to him, like his word means something. What he says means something. He can be kind of a motivator as well. Definitely, he could be a focal point at least, backstage, to help lift spirits because of his success with Real. Yeah, some really good performances. But like I said, like he was good moving forward, not that good at the back. And if I'm not mistaken, at some point Fortunis played at the left, and that was a pretty good partnership, wasn't it, Costa? I mean, in a sense, that it'd be much better to have Marcelo and Kostas Fortunis, a non-winger, playing on the wings for the second half of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, I think somebody tweeted at me about this. I tweeted, I think, into the second half, like how much of a difference it was in the second half. Night and day, like Marcelo and Fortunis on the left-hand side compared to Oleg and Yorgos Masouras. Like, we were lacking creativity in the first half, but then the second half, you had James on the pitch, you had Marcelo on the pitch, you had Fortunis on the pitch, you had Bakabou and El Arabi. And the ball movement in the second half was really a joy to watch. The second and the third goal, they're well worked moves. Organomenes epithesis in Greek. The third goal, it started on the right hand side. I think Vrusai had the ball. It's gone out to Bukhalakis. Bukhalakis has open space in front of him, and you're thinking for a moment he's got space to shoot, and then he knocks it out wide to Marcelo. Marcelo puts in a cross on a silver platter for El Arabi, and El Arabi gets a header and he puts it into the corner, and it's a beautiful goal. And the second goal too is a through ball from James Rodriguez that finds its way to Marcelo and then into Bakabou. Lovely, like really nice football that we haven't seen. And defensively, yeah, he doesn't have the pace to get back, to track or keep up with the faster players, but at this age anyway, he has to play with his head. He has to play with his experience and use his experience to make up for the lack of pace. You hope that he improves his fitness via this process, this mid-season camp in Spain, and the friendly against Forest. He played 60 minutes against Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Marcelo, and then he got that knock and he came off, and today he's had 35 minutes on the pitch. Yes, he's going to have problems against classier opponents, like wingers that have pace, that run at defenders. Standard had a couple of those today. Honestly, I don't think there were situations today one-on-one where he got exposed. The problem is just when we're in transition and he's high up the pitch, he can't get back. That's why you need a player like Samaseko, someone that can sweep up and come from the midfield and slot into that left hole. When he goes forward, you've got to make sure someone's there and giving some protection to the team. So I think it's a tactical question, because what Marcelo brings to the team in the final third above the halfway line, it's night and day isn't even the right expression when you compare to Oleg. Is really just what are we talking about here? It's Marcelo we're talking about. His class and his quality is undeniable when he's on the ball, like when he needs to play a one-touch pass, or just the accuracy. The amount of times we've seen him play a cross-field ball, a diagonal 35-yard ball to feet or like into the right space for the winger to run into. We saw that the only time he played in Greece as a left-back was against Lamia. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Sounds about right. Yeah, sounds
it's
about
the
right.
only game that he played as a left back. He came on as a sub, and you're right, Costa. Every other time he came on, they tried to protect him. Like he was playing
number 6, number 8, kind of weird role. Yeah,
like centre mid or like out on the left, but not really on the left, and it was weird. It's like we bought him to play left back. I think what we've seen from him in pre-season is positive. Definitely one of the positive. Sorry, not pre-season, mid-season.
Yeah.
What we've seen is positive from him. I have to say that after the Panathinaikos thing, where he wrote on socials that I'm fit and blah blah blah. I don't know why I haven't been picked. I thought he was done.
Yeah, me too.
I thought he was done. But it would be such a communications nightmare for Olympiacos if Marcelo would be a flop.
Yeah.
That they've given him this opportunity to show in Spain that he has something to give. And I mean, he's done it today against a good team. Like Standard has good players, like fast players. He did well. He can play a role. Again, in Greece, in the Greek league, come on. Has to play. We've had problems creating. Our XG is so low. Like, we don't have Ari on the show, but like, what's our average XG must be below 1.5. Like, we'll ask Ari to give us those numbers. But you need a player like Marcelo. You need a player like Marcelo. I'm going to go to the comments to see what have we got here. Are people chiming in?
But I couldn't agree more with you on Marcelo. Like, this is a player that it has to work. It would be a communication nightmare if this guy becomes a flop. If this guy becomes a flop, that we're talking Dimitar Berbatov, Michael Essien type of flop right here. If this guy doesn't work out, and like you said, like, yeah, absolutely, he showed a lot of promise with Stadar, a decent team, Stadar. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a guy that could really do something in Greece. So yeah, Marcelo definitely. What's Marcelo definitely what? We believe in him. That means we believe in him.
I think what Look at My ISDC is saying is one of the better players that we've seen during preseason.
Okay, yeah, agreed with that.
Yeah, Olympiacos social media keep upload stuff with Marcelo, and after this game, I doubt he leaves.
Yeah,
me too. I think after today's performance as well, and I think he'll play against Forest too. That'll be a good test. That will be a good test against Forest.
That'll be something. Absolutely, that will be something.
Yeah. Lagis Gavalaz with a comment. The whole defense has to move left to fill Marcelo's gap, and the midfielder has to slot in the right back space. It depends what side of the pitch the ball's on, mate, or where the ball's moving. So yeah, it could be the midfielder has to slot in on the left or on the right. Either way, if you play with two centre midfielders that are holding, and one can slot in on one side, the other on the other, depending on the situation during the game. But yeah, I think we've talked a lot about Marcelo, and it merited discussion because there was talk about him potentially leaving, like Sime Vertalco. But I think after today, it's safe to say Marcelo is going to be staying at the club. Don't forget, this is a player that signed a 1+1 contract. Yeah. So he has a contract until the end of the year with the option to extend it for another year. I think I'm clear. I think in the Greek league, we have to see more from him. And I think we will